like advanced quantum mechanical problems is through a notation called bras and kets. And you take a bra and you put it next to a ket and you get a
Bracket.
boom! There you go.
He made this up. It's a joke.
No, that is not a joke. It's the easiest way to do that kind of quantum mechanics.
I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
I mean, that's just physics, dude.
Just physics. Remember we were just talking about in 5th grade I was struggling to memorize multiplication and division hurt my brain?
Something like that, yeah. I don't really remember that conversation anymore because that was a few minutes ago. Kind of blinked it all out now. I'm going to clear all this stuff out of my inventory. I don't even know what half this stuff's doing in here.
He's just having some fun.
I'm going to keep these wet concrete blocks, though. Probably go do some building. Let's see, I don't need these guns. I'm going to go put these guns in the unmarked chest over here like I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Six, how's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
Can complain.
I mean, in this post-apocalyptic Navezgane, anyone could complain. Oh, that's right. We need more stone. See? Could complain.
Dude, I don't know where to go to get more stone. All right, I've already gotten stoned. Did you see what
Me
I did
too.
there?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because I'm a character in Stefan's Final Fantasy 1 series.
Yeah, I saw him playing
And-
that earlier. I stopped in for like a minute, but then I had to run to a meeting, and and I don't think I came back to Twitch after that.
Sometimes that happens. It's understandable. Let's just say I got stoned a lot in game.
Very lifelike then.
Yeah, I know. Except people kept softening me. I don't know why softening was the thing that... Listen, it's the game mechanic. I'm not trying to make anything out of it. Elizibar is.
Well, if we're going to talk about streams, I was streaming on YouTube earlier, as I do.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I created a...
New comic book day?
Yep, that stream, and I have innovated my stream.
What did you innovate?
Well, you know how, like, there's this thing called a webcam, right? I mean, you've seen one of those before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may even have used one before. I don't know. You might be that kind of person. I'm not judging.
I was going to flick mine on, but I'm in mid-flight, so that won't be happening. But yes, I have a webcam.
Yeah, so I realized I could be on the camera, and the books could be on the camera if I had 2 cameras.
Oh, so you went to level 2.
But I don't even have one webcam, so that makes it very complicated.
Right, because you're hooking GoPros into your computer. Some people do that.
Yep, the GoPro's going through an Elgato HD 60S or whatever it is.
Are you kidding me?
It's the high-end box, not the card, that goes in the computer, whichever model number that is.
Gotcha.
So anyway, that goes into the USB hub I have over there, which provides power and da-da-da-da-da. But that's how I get, like, camera on my PC, because I don't have a webcam. I just got that really awesome GoPro, which I really like. That was, like, the best Christmas present I ever got.
I bet. It sounds awesome.
So here's the problem. How can I get 2 cameras, but I only have 1? Well, my laptop has actually has 2 built-in cameras like most laptops do, one on the front, one on the back. But I can't use both of them simultaneously. Even if I could, that would require some very strange geometry to make work. So here's what I did, Six. You ready for this?
What'd you do?
So, remember we used that StreamYard thing that one time, right?
Yeah.
So, I just put both computers in the same stream on StreamYard.
Oh, that's one way to do that, yeah.
Yeah, so I started the stream on my desktop here, and that turned out to be a mistake. I need to do it the other way around to get the windows correctly, because when I was pointing to where the books were, it was actually pointing the wrong way, because for whatever reason it mirrors my laptop camera. I don't know why. But yeah, so there I was, streaming with 2 computers.
I know of a couple people who do that. I'm just gonna name drop here. EJSA. He has a encoder rig and a streaming rig.
Well, I mean, kind of the cool thing about doing what I did
rig.
is I don't need like a separate rig. StreamYard just takes care of all the work of combining this, like getting the feeds where they need to go and all that. And so I just have like one browser window doing all that work.
It's nice.
It's pretty cool. That site is definitely cool technology. I don't claim to know how it works. Probably uses like asm.js libraries because I think that's the only way you're going to get that kind of speed out of it. But it's still really cool.
Oh, we're talking about stuff I don't know again. That's okay. I'm just gonna land the gyrocopter really nicely. Just kidding.
asm.js is a JavaScript library that lets you basically write... Oh god, it's hard to explain. Alright, so fundamentally, computers all run on some kind of machine language code. But people can't actually write that anymore, and they haven't been able to write that since like the 60s. So instead, people write, at the very lowest level, stuff in assembly code, which is crazy stuff, and I'm terrible at writing it. In fact, I don't think I've ever written a functioning program in assembly code. I would rather write in a higher level language, and things just work. But hey, whatever, that's not here or there.
No, well, that's just like, why are there different level languages, elizibar?
So that people don't have to be computer engineers to write code?
The whole thing just blows my mind. I'm sorry. I've dabbled with code and failed to get it working. So, and I was using dumbed down free software. So, you know, I'm just that guy crying in the corner, basically.
Oh, I'm really bad at coding because I will write Fortran in every language that I try to write code in.
What? Fortran?
Yeah, old school, because that's what physicists do. They write stuff in Fortran.
Okay.
Because it's fast. It's like about the fastest you can get. Without going like to actually writing stuff in assembly language where you're like doing like manual pokes and stuff because oh my god, screw that.
Why would you want to do manual pokes?
Because it's even faster to access memory that way. You just say, hey, I want this register's memory. Put this thing in this register. Do math. Add this register to that register. It's really low-level stuff. Registers being the individual memory elements on a CPU die. Actually, not on the die itself. Integrated in the CPU itself as part of the circuit.
Oh my god.
That's what like the 64 bits on a 64-bit processor refers to.
I've been wondering about that for a very long time.
Sort of. That's also an incorrect statement, but it's close enough to accurate. We'll let it go. I don't really feel like trying to remember what all that stuff means. Anyway, I lost my point, but suffice it to say, coding's not that hard once you take the time to do it. You got to start at the right place, and you got to start with the right thing for you. I think is kind of where I was eventually going to go with that line of discussion.
Well, see, and that's one of the things that have kept me from coding. I don't know what's the best way to, like, get better at coding.
Honestly, probably... What do you want to write?
Game software, presumably.
Unity. Just do it.
Just do it. Okay.
Go download Unity. It's free. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. It will teach you the logical flows of doing code, even though it's not really a language in and of. I mean, it has a scripting language, and you'll have to learn how to do that. But
Right.
it's a much more friendly thing than trying, say, to write a game in C sharp, which
Right.
I have a partially completed game in C sharp because I was following along with some book, and then I realized that the libraries the book was using were actually it was like the Microsoft XNA libraries, and this was right around the time that they deprecated those libraries, so you shouldn't use them anymore. So I'm like, guess I'm not finishing this.
That sucks.
Nah, it's just technology. This thing is old. Yep. Don't use it anymore. Okay.
Why not? Because I said it's bad.
Yeah, pretty
Someone's
much.
throwing a fit. Like, that's how I feel about it. Why is someone throwing a fit about this?
Well, I think they deprecated the XNA libraries because Microsoft was pushing the what do they call it? The Windows apps. I forget the name of that framework, but it's like if you go to the Windows store and you buy a Windows like something that was developed for the Windows store, it uses specific libraries and frameworks, so they can run not just on an Intel PC, but it can run on any Windows device, which means Windows RT and Windows for phones, or used to be Windows for phones,
Right.
and Windows RT doesn't even exist anymore either. So I don't know what the point of that whole mess was, but you know, it was a big deal for like 5 years.
I'll tell you, there's something that's been happening for a long time. They, Windows makes or buys a product that's really high tier. They enjoy it for a little while, and then when it starts needing too much server space, they kill it. And they look for the next biggest thing, and they repeat.
Oh, you're talking about Google too.
Everyone does it. It's the new thing.
That whole StreamYard thing, the only reason it exists is Google got rid of Google Hangouts streaming to YouTube.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're doing.
Google, why make one product when you can make 2 to 3 identical products and then kill all 3 of them?
Who needs products when you just need ideas and you can integrate them into whatever you want?
I gotta go get more cement. I didn't expect that 2,000 cement I had to go that quick.
That's why I left home. I was like, I know. Oh, cool. 1 can of chili.
That's a chili dog waiting to happen. Hey, if you see a bobcat or a mountain lion, go ahead and kill it and harvest it for its delicious flesh to make chili dogs out of.
Wait, you can use that stuff for chili dogs as well?
Any animal meat, because there's just meat. The game doesn't care.
Oh, okay. I found a wall safe, elizibar.
Oh, behind that picture.
Yep. This is why I check this stuff.
But yeah, you should probably just pick up Unity and just mess around with it. There's tutorials out there. It's really meant for like 3D stuff, but there's ways to make it do 2D things as well.
I probably would like to do both, knowing me.
And a lot of games are built on top of Unity these days.
It's true. We're playing a Unity game right now. You barfed.
I did not. I did not barf. You take that back.
I don't know what to take back. Have to excuse me. My throat's trying to close up tonight.
Hey, don't worry about it, man. I was fighting the urge to sniffle that whole stream I did. For some reason, my nose just decided today it's a runny kind of day. Which is G-Ross, I know.
We're all just infected with corona already and we don't know it.
Unlikely.
How would you know?
you don't travel a lot. I do travel for work. I mean, I was just in Detroit's airport, but
Yeah, but I go
I
to a
didn't come.
place
Go ahead.
where people come across the border to go to.
Well, maybe you shouldn't go to that place,
Yeah, probably not.
and then you won't have Corona. But
I'll have it.
Corona-chan is expanding. Also, apparently YouTube is demonetizing videos that say those two words together, which is funny.
Corona-chan?
Coronavirus. Like if you say Corona or coronavirus, YouTube demonetizes you.
They've gone mad.
Yes, because I can't say that on YouTube. All right, cool.
This video is getting muted.
Oh, I'm never getting monetized on YouTube ever. Even the day that I hit the 1,000 subscriber minimum that they added after the previous monetization rules, which I could have been monetized under, I'm never gonna get monetized. They're just gonna be like, this guy, he says too many controversial things. We cannot monetize him.
We wanted him to say these things, but we can't give him money to say these things.
Yeah, we wanted to get the clicks and the views from him saying this stuff, but, you know, we don't want to give him the fruits of his labor.
Why would we ever give someone the fruits of their labor?
I don't know, that sounds like capitalism to me. Can't allow that on YouTube. I mean, well, I'm definitely getting banned off YouTube now. Sorry, guys. It was a good channel. You know, we had a good run. Lasted a while, but,
You just raged on him today. Just full out. Fuck.
You know, all good things must come to an end, Six.
Ah, there's just some coal hanging out here. How did that happen?
They have a coal chute in their basement?
It doesn't look like it. They just have a pile of coal. Casual. No entry hatch.
I'm fixing all the steel up at the front of the horde base here.
Oh, goody.
Oh, I need to go rewire this stuff, too. I think I know exactly what I have to do, Six. I'm going to experiment with one piece of this infrastructure, and then I'm going to wire it all up if it works. I gotta say, I don't understand turrets still.
Turrets were never really meant to be understood, Elizibar. They were just meant to be used.
I suppose so. Those birds were super annoying.
Otherwise, junk turrets would do decent damage.
They do decent damage.
In concert. We need to get crippler mods on those things.
I think they have them already. They certainly got the rad removers already.
Both very important things. I find it added crippling is always good.
Ooh, I was about to say something and then I caught myself right before I got banned off of all the internet.
Do you have a problem?
Oh, it was just going to be a reference to a wrestler because of his nickname, and then I realized that you can't talk about him anymore.
Oh.
Because he's the guy that he had all that brain damage and he kind of went crazy and killed his family.
Oh, yeah, we're not allowed to talk about him, for sure.
ICP made a song about him, though.
As you do when you're ICP.
It's actually one of their best songs, in my opinion. I don't think anybody else likes it, but I really do. Because it really kind of gets to, like, madness. which is what he was suffering from.
Mhm.
Brain damage is a heck of a thing. You know, I had a concussion one time, and I could tell the difference like pre-concussion elizibar and post-concussion elizibar.
Oh yeah, is it really that bad?
I don't think as well as I used to.
Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised.
But boy, there for a few hours, I understood the, like, deep secrets of the universe, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, it's still there, and you have to remember, Elizibar.
Some things you can't just remember.
And some things
You don't want
you
to.
can't
Bum, bum,
just
bum.
forget. Oh, he talked over me, but I was trying to be all deep. So instead, I just knocked off a radiant zombie head. I can't even talk. He's got me all messed up, guys. Talked over me.
Sorry. Bum, bum, bum. I really love the house, dude. This is so stupid and ridiculous, and it's asymmetrical as heck with the outer walls and stuff. It's just awesome.
I would say it's as it should be.
Like, it definitely feels like it just kind of grew up organically as we're like, oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do this. Oh, we need a place to put that? It feels lived in, which is kind of a weird thing
Yeah.
when it's just this giant death fortress, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there better be something up here for me. Why would there be access to up here if there's nothing here? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Where was that? I thought I saw a damaged concrete block. There's one. Fix. Fixing all the concrete outside the base right now. Okay, looking good. Do a scan of this area too. Yeah, some very slight damage. I'm going to go ahead and repair it though.
I want to make that whole pit uniform, like, ASAP. That's going to be my next goal. Right now, I'm just passing time. Exploring a little.
Well, bring back a buttload of resources. We need
That's the
stone
plan.
to turn into sand, weirdly.
Yeah, I know. Very weirdly.
You could go dig in the desert for sand.
But we need stone too. Oh, yeah.
But I think our most critical shortfall is the sand part of it right now.
I have no coffee on me.
Oh, I was sitting down to have dinner with, Phantom here. Because she's real clingy at the moment. And I turned on the TV. And man, it was terrible 6. It was absolutely terrible.
What was it?
So turn on the TV, and there it is, just right there. TV's like, the cable box is already tuned to the channel and everything, man. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I just turned it on, and there's All Elite Wrestling right there. Fortunately, I managed to not spoil last week's pay-per-view event by quickly changing the channel. So I still got to watch Revolution. I almost went to that. It was, I went to C2E2 in Chicago. It was in the same convention center.
Why didn't you go?
Business trip. I knew I'd be too tired to actually enjoy going to a comic book convention for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Turrets require, is that forged iron, mechanical, and electrical parts to repair for the auto turrets.
That's a lot of stuff.
But they have really big ammo bins, so I guess it's probably worth it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're protecting the ammo.
Well, it's just junk turrets you gotta reload because they only hold like 150 shots or something. The SMIG turret I think holds 909 mil, and the shotgun is 450 shells, I think.
That's ridiculous. 450 shells is 450 kills if it works right. Smig, you'll be lucky to get half of those kills.
Oh, careful, Phantom, don't fall.
Oh, that cactus died.
What you looking around for, hon? Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah.
She's finding her sleeping place.
No, she's just missing the person that's not here right now.
Your mom's away?
Yeah, she's down at my brother's place.
Oh yeah, visiting family. I understand.
Which is, I mean, kind of nice because she's no longer in my guest bedroom, but, you know, Phantom lost her buddy.
Aww.
It's been rough, that's why I was up at 3 a.m. This dog woke me up. She's like, I am miserable and I'm going to cry all night. Yeah, I'm telling on you, Phantom. The whole world will know.
She hates it. You know she hates it.
Anyway, you should appreciate that I didn't go to C2E2 because we got to spend how much time Saturday doing this?
Oh, geez, too much.
Yeah, I still got to go watch AEW Revolution. I don't know what to expect from it. I saw the part of the weekly show I saw was the Dark Order was coming out, and I'm like, have they revealed the Exalted One yet? Because that's kind of what that plot line is waiting on. So it's like, I got to change this channel before like somebody goes, the Exalted One is actually this person. Bum bum bum. Because then that would have just like ruined it, you know. Although I'm really looking forward to what has to be like some terrific fallout from the Hangman Page Kenny Omega match with against the Young Bucks. That has to be like absolutely fantastic because they've been working on that angle since the promotion started, basically since Adam Page lost the title match with Chris Jericho.
Oh wow. Yeah, that sounds like a big deal.
Oh, it's great. Man, I used to watch all these guys when they were in New Japan. They were all so good.
New Japan.
New Japan Wrestling, man.
Oh, okay.
I kind of miss that. Access or Access TV, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. They stopped showing that. The only wrestling they have on now is Impact, which is kind of a shell of what it was when it was still TNA Impact 15 years ago. I tried watching it, and Ken Shamrock, freaking Ken Shamrock, like one of the most like decorated wrestlers from a decade ago, was like a joke character. It's like, this is Ken Shamrock, and you're making him wrestle some guy whose gimmick is he makes other wrestlers touch his junk.
Gross.
Yeah, the whole match was weird. That was the last time I watched Impact. I still watch them on Twitch on their replays because they'll show Impact matches from 10 years ago. But yeah, I'm not watching their current stuff. I don't know who their creative department is, but nothing I watched there like worked for me. I'd rather go watch some random indie. It would be a better experience. Dude, there's so much wrestling on YouTube, I've discovered.
I don't want to know. That sounds Like there's a lot of hospital bills that aren't getting paid.
Pretty sure that's the only part of wrestling that actually gets paid.
By law, I'm sure.
No, they have insurance for that, dude. It's not like I'm talking about some backyard wrestling or something.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Although, man, some of these companies
Dude
play
probably
for...
loves that.
Those companies play for crowds that are about as small. You might as well be backyard wrestling. I still got to watch last week's Ring of Honor TV show. Man, okay, so I missed this one Ring of Honor pay-per-view because I don't pay for Ring of Honor pay-per-views. I think that's stupid. Their pay-per-view stuff, like Ring of Honor, is usually not that interesting. But I saw that at this one show, PCO, who's he was a wrestler in the WWF like 20 years ago. Never got past being a mid-card wrestler, so he was never a big draw. But he totally took the championship belt, and he's an old dude, man. He's like 50 or something.
Jeez.
And he took the championship belt, and I'm like, I gotta watch this. It's him versus Roosh. Roosh is this Mexican dude. He's pretty big. His thing is he's El Toro Blanco, the white bull.
Oh yeah.
So his like special move is he gets you in the corner of the ring, and then he like does this charging drop kick at you. It's fun to watch. But oh, hey, I should actually get some air. I'm drowning now. But anyway, the thing about that match, like, it's two completely different styles of wrestling because Roosh is kind of coming from that luchador tradition, and I don't know if PCO was trained by like the Hart Foundation or something, but he's definitely got that Ontario kind of style going on. Because that's how he wrestles like Canadian wrestlers wrestle. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but a lot of them tend to wrestle like that, and it's because they trained at the same schools together.
Right.
And he's an old dude, and man, that match was terrific. Not because it was like particularly like super physical, because PCO's kind of an old dude, you know. But man, he brutalized himself, dude. He took more than one bad fall onto like the corner of the apron of the ring and stuff.
Ouch.
And it's just like, this is brutal. And his character was totally going to lose the match until the mad scientist that created him. Don't ask. Actually, no. Go ahead and ask.
Go on.
Yeah. So PCO's gimmick is he's the French Canadian Frankenstein because his career was over. And so the story in character in the plot goes that the scientist named Destro like rebuilt him, and that's why he's the Frankenstein. So anyway, there's this hearse parked out there at ringside for whatever reason, because it's fun. Who cares? I will not hear anything against that because it was ridiculous and fun. But there's totally this hearse parked out there, and Destro comes out and basically like rips the grill of the. He couldn't get the hood to pop or something, so he like rips through the grill and gets like the cables from the battery out, like jumper cables, and he charges PCO up, and then he goes on to win the match. It was like terrific to watch. Like, I could get behind this because that's the kind of goofy wrestling I like, man. I liked WWF, the way they did stuff in like the 80s when there were like these very strong characters in the wrestling. And yeah, okay, you're right, it can be goofy, but it was still fun. And that's what I watch wrestling for, is fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, some people take it seriously. Man, even as a kid, every kid I knew wrestling was fake. We didn't need anybody to tell us, because obviously if you drop somebody on their head, it's probably gonna kill them normally.
Yeah, there's some special thing that's going on there. They got trained to drop that guy on his head.
There are safe ways to do it that look like they hurt but don't.
Oh, you say they don't hurt, but they're not fatal, is probably what the most appropriate thing is to say about them.
Sure, we'll go with that phrasing. It's just, like, you can, like, if you do Tombstone Pile Driver, like your name is The Undertaker, that's actually, I think, the safest form of pile driver you can do, because the other person's head does not come into contact with anything. It just looks like it hurts. But your knees, the person who's doing it, absorbs all the shock with their knees. So the other person, their head never even touches the ground or the mat.
Yeah.
So then you just like drop them forward, so they get like a fall from falling on their back, which sounds terrible, but it's also like a nothing.
Yeah, it's a big old slap sound, but they're like, what? I didn't feel nothing.
The physics of wrestling is really interesting. I like to watch the way they do things, and man, I've seen some botched moves. Those hurt. Those hurt to watch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is everything works great on paper, and then you get the human element in there, and all of a sudden I have 40 bullets in my pocket from killing zombies who are upset at me for digging up sand.
You know, I hate to tell you, Six, but that seems like a legitimate complaint to me.
Look, here's another one. He spawned on the chunk I'm altering. I mean, the game is telling me, no, you're not allowed to have that sand.
But yeah, like New Japan, a lot of the guys in All Elite Wrestling, the core group, all came from New Japan most recently. And it's fun, man. They're a hoot to watch. Kenny Omega, you'll get a hoot out of this. His finishing move is this. God, what is it best described as? Because he goes from being, so he gets him in the electric chair position, then he folds him over, and then he does that driver. And that's kind of like a fisherman buster, but not really. Anyway, it doesn't matter. His special move that he typically wins matches with is, are you ready for it? Ready for the name?
Yeah.
The One-Winged Angel.
Sephiroth?
Yeah, his ring attire that he comes out in a lot of times, it's got one wing on it. Like his whole shtick is, he's like a gamer. It's a hoot.
Oh, cool. I guess that's the heel that everybody loves.
He's not a heel right now. I mean, he was a heel in New Japan for a while, but he's totally a babyface most of the time.
Yeah, well, you can't stay the heel that everybody loves. You're gonna transcend. You can't stay there.
But everybody did love him when he was a heel. It was great. And his other gimmick. Oh, hey, Digidude. Hey, Matt. I did not see you there, bro. Let me flip the chat on. There we go. Let's see. When he was in New Japan, he came out for, I don't know if it was his normal ring attire, but it was for the Wrestle Kingdom show one year. He came out like the Terminator, which is his other thing. When he's in the ring and he's like, it's the I need the crowd to pump me up moment. He does the Terminator sound music, the bum 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 drum line from the Terminator. He'll bang that out on the ring itself. And then the crowd will do it, and then he'll start winning.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I like to watch it. I don't take it seriously. Some people take that kind of stuff very seriously, and they get like way too into it. But I just consume it as some light entertainment and try to understand the more interesting parts of it, like how they do the things they do. It's like magic tricks. I like magic for the same reason. Although
it's not real, and we know it's not real, but it's how did you get me to believe that you did this thing?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie The Prestige?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's okay. That is a fantastic movie, and you should make every effort to go see it. If for nothing else, the few scenes David Bowie is in, he just totally steals the entire movie away from the rest of the excellent cast.
Okay.
But it's a fantastic movie. It's about stage magic, and it's got the one line. This one line towards the end is like the perfect way to they end the movie, and it's not a spoiler to say this either. One of the characters is talking to another one, and he says, "You never got it, did you? The reason why we did all this, it was the looks on their faces." To see that astonishment that people get when they do get fooled, when they let themselves be fooled. Because people are usually, by nature cynical, I think. I know I am. And maybe I'm projecting a little bit on other people, but I kind of feel like that's not an uncommon sentiment.
There's the cynical, the clinical, and then there's everybody else. No, but no, I agree with you. It's very easy to be cynical. So most of the time, people don't want to believe something like that, and then something cool like that happens, and they want to believe that he's done it by this mystical, magical force, and that's fine.
People love to get fooled, especially when it's safe. That's the same reason people like horror movies. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's the same reason a lot of people like horror movies. It's not necessarily that they're looking to, be frightened out of their mind, but everyone's entitled to one good scare, Six.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't argue with that logic.
But see, in a horror movie, you have the situation where something scary happens, and then in a properly produced horror movie, the scary thing is resolved at the end of the movie and is no longer scary. You can rest assured that the monster has been slain, whatever it happened to be. Whether it's Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger or whatever.
Hey.
You get that kind of stuff. Oh, hey, Digi's chatting with you, too.
Yeah, I see that. I know you're in that LTTP tourney. When is the big day? I'm gonna try and be there again, and then not make it and hate myself because I'm a terrible person. Because it's a vicious cycle now.
But yeah, at the end of a horror movie, the monster should be slain and normalcy reaffirmed. That's the way they're supposed to be. You get scared, and then you're made safe again. A lot of movies that get made, they just kind of eschew that formula because postmodern deconstruction doesn't believe in that formula. But that's the formula that made horror movies work. Go back to pretty much any older horror movie, like a Universal monster movie. That is the exact formula. You have a monster. It's doing terrible things and terrorizing people. But the monster is defeated at the end.
A lot of Stephen King books are kind of like that.
Yes, it is the classic, appropriate formula for telling that kind of story.
It's on Friday the 13th. Man, I ain't even gonna get out of bed on Friday the 13th. Not this year.
That's in March, isn't it? Like the next Friday the 13th is like next week, right? Do I have that right? Am I wrong? I don't remember. I'm not good with calendars.
It's 9 days.
So this is a Wednesday, so 2 days gets us to Friday, then 7 more days to next Friday. Bum, bum, bum.
It is March. Oh, I'm still not getting out of bed.
That is an auspicious date to have a tournament. I applaud your bravado, dude.
I think he's gonna win the whole thing. I mean, it's on Friday the 13th, and it's just gonna assure it. That Gigi's gonna say mean things to me.
Man, I was just looking at your sand gain over there. I'm not sure it's worth it to shovel. It might actually be quicker to pick it all and then break it up in the concrete mixers.
Yeah, well, I've spent all this time while having gaseous problems, so I've been slow, but I've only gotten 2 stacks, and I'm not feeling this. This is not.
Get the auger and just chew through a mountain.
I don't have an auger.
No, but there's one back home. Or just go dig your way down and start taking out rock. I mean, whatever works. That auger got me a lot of rock digging that tunnel under the house. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, it did. Didn't last long, but you and your sister love Friday the 13th. Okay, I mean, some people like me who are very superstitious in a year like this. In particular, I'm just gonna stay under the rock and just completely close the shades and lock down the fortress, sleep it off. Nobody does anything. Fasting all day.
Man, I just about fasted today. Wasn't even by design, it just happened.
Kind of wish I had fasted today.
I had just like a little breakfast bar type thing. It was what's the guy's name? Robert Irvin, Chef Robert Irvin. He has like these little, like I don't know if they're like meant to be protein bars or what, but like I got a box of those. They're really good actually. And I would just grab one of those on my way to work this morning because I didn't have time. Somebody kept me up all night, so we ended up like I fell asleep on the couch for like an hour this morning. So anyway, either here
I
or
will
there.
start flying underwater in a minute. And also, what's wrong, Deadfly? It's Pepega? What?
I don't think he likes 7 Days to Die.
No one said you had to.
Unless he's talking about like whatever he was streaming today, which I don't know what he was streaming. Also, I totally owe him a stream or a video where I played through Cookie Crisis Mario after he hated it so much, and it was my recommendation. I feel like I have to subject myself to the same thing.
Man, someone found some petrified poop and cut me with it today. Can you believe it?
What? What? Does somebody just walk around with, like, okay, alright, hold on, let's step back here, let's step back. Alright, for starters, petrified poop.
Yeah, it was there. It happened, yep.
Why, where, and how?
These details I can't reveal to you. I can only reveal the petrified poop. I may be under contract not to reveal more.
I'm worried about you now, man.
Yeah, the wound is clean. There's Neosporin on it. I'll live. And if I don't, well, you know what did it.
Is this a good time to point out that they believe one of the major vectors of coronavirus transmission is, in fact, fecal?
Well, in that case, I will be happy to note it's not human feces.
They think coronavirus crossed species barriers already, so, you know. Enjoy your Neosporin.
Neosporin's probably not strong enough.
I mean, I would have just poured like rubbing alcohol on the cut, but that's me.
I have several times.
Well, that stuff will kill anything.
Trust me, I'm taking it seriously.
Actually, no, I take that back. If you really want to kill everything, hydrogen peroxide.
Oh yeah, hydrogen peroxide is wonderful.
I come over here, queue up like a little bit of forged steel, go back, use it up, come back, queue up the forged steel over and over again.
That's where I was with cement last time.
Well, I was also picking up cement so I could go upgrade more blocks here. Oof. Hi, Phantom. Yeah, you want to lay like that? That's okay with me, dog. That is okay with me. I just saw you fly over me.
That's what I get for going to visit people. An answer to Digi's was...
We're not teens, Six. I just realized.
I killed a bunch of zombies.
It's just you getting a chance to catch up to my XP level. That's all. Don't worry about it.
True.
Those 2 blocks need to be steeled up. There we go. You know, we're going to have to turn, at some point, the zombies up to a higher difficulty.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you could probably land on the back side of this thing right now.
I probably could.
Oh, I'm watching you. You hit the water. He's flying underwater.
Don't damage the solar panels. All right. I fulfilled that requirement. Now, can I land on the structure?
I'll totally build you a helipad on top of this thing later.
It'll be great. If we ever have to bail, I'm going by helicopter.
And I guess I'll have to make myself a bridge so I can drive off of here.
No, you should just jump in the water and drive.
That's too slow.
So make a short distance bridge that'll take you basically to shallow water.
Although I did jump off of the place a couple of times last horde night, sort of by accident, at least one of them. And I did make a trip over to the house to pick up stuff because I needed more regular 9mm for the turrets.
Which is absolutely hilarious that I could hold down the whole fort basically with nothing. Oh, alright. I'm gonna go fly underwater some more.
Dang it. I still haven't repaired all this damage. Need more steel.
Oh, well, we went through each other. That's comforting.
It's the way it's supposed to be. Grown men
So
should go right through each other all the time.
You weren't here for the last horde night, did you? But this block right here broke. And I became this block.
It's true. He held down all the zombies himself.
Nah, not by myself. Elizibar was there, but I became that block. No one passed that point.
You shall not pass.
Alright. Time to fly the gyrocopter in the water a little more.
Phantom, you've been asleep all day. Why are you acting like you want to go to bed?
Coronavirus.
No, she's just like, 'cause I want to go to bed. Duh.
It's late, Dad.
I'm a
It's
dog.
always late.
This is what we do. We sleep all day.
Small mammals are known for sleeping a lot.
She's also old. It's normal. You try being like, what are you in dog years? 70-something now, Phantom? You try being 70 and see if you get sleepy 6.
But I'm only 31. I'm already very sleepy.
See what I'm talking about right there? He yawn talked at us, people. Okay, this is a really good foundation I've got built here. All these level 2 cement blocks. So good. Hey, 6, we need more concrete, by the way.
Get there in a minute.
We can use more steel, too, while you're at it.
Gee, I know. This guy, he thinks I don't know.
Just making sure you know. I don't want to assume. We just go all in for these mega construction projects, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It's what we believe in. It's who we are.
It's been working pretty well.
Play this game. I believe the saying goes, mega structures win battles.
That 6F Cyrus wins the war.
You know it. I mean, unless you're using an air force, there's not many things that are gonna to stop emplaced M60 gun artillery, maybe. But that's if I let him sit up. I mean, in this situation, there aren't many places for artillery to sit up, and in most of those situations, I have access to where they're gonna be.
If we had to worry about artillery, we built this fort in the wrong place.
Yes.
This is a very indefensible position against a conventionally armed adversary.
Dang it.
I mean, all it takes is one guy on that hill right over there with a mortar, and this whole building's just going to crumble.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get to him before he gets 3 mortar shots out.
Probably not, because he's on the
firing.
other side of the hill, and you don't know where he's coming from.
I see your point.
And even if you do, he's got like 500 buddies with him while he continues to bombard this.
Probably because that's the way things go.
Yeah, as the Germans showed the French, static fortifications do not work against a mobile adversary.
You have to play a mobile game against a mobile adversary. Sure, those fortifications help, but that's not the whole game.
Which is why all those people playing Candy Crush are going to be the next generals. Get that mobile game strategy.
Don't make jokes like that. I'm not ready for Candy Crush generals. That sounds dangerous and offensive.
You should answer Digi's question. I think we all want to know that, Six.
Oh, well, I mean, I deserve it. I mean, how many times on stream have I said, I'm a bad man?
About as many times as Joey Janela has said, I'm a bad, bad boy. So, quite a few.
He's jealous. But only a little. That kill box. I heard a zombie like once.
I haven't seen a freaking zombie out here all night. No wandering hordes, no single shamblers, nothing.
Yeah, they got all mad at me when I went after the sand, elizibar.
Sure seems that way, doesn't it?
Oh, hello. I heard you like to fight, Mr. Do you want to fight me? Okay. So, what good is steel armor if a wolf can make me bleed?
I mean, I've been kind of wondering what good is steel armor when I don't want to get hit at all.
I don't want to get hit either, but I have to get hit. That's the laws of nature. Like, I can't just... I'm never going to get hit. I can never say that.
Why not?
It's impossible.
This military armor is working pretty good for me, and I don't get hit.
You definitely get hit.
That's a lie. This little puppy cannot get comfortable.
Hey, to be fair, neither can I.
Who are we being fair to?
I don't know. You're in a group of 3? How's your group doing right now? Excuse me? I explicitly said to place this object in this box. I had to hit the button 3 times.
Excuse me. Baking powder.
Soda. Soda. Don't ask me. I'm very tired.
Why are you so tired?
We've talked about this before. It's the co-sleeping. Oh, and 2. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. No, stop. I don't want to do the yawns, guys.
Dude, I have been up since 3:30 this morning. I'm not yawning nearly as much as you.
They call me the Sultan of Sleep, Elizibar. Don't you think there's a reason for that?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine too.
He's the Sultan. The Sultan of Sleep. Bum bum bum. Bum ba bum. Bum bum.
Okay, where's my gyrocopter? I definitely jammed it in somewhere. Drunkenly.
He's lost his gyrocopter now.
Don't worry about it. It's just a simple throat clear.
Giros.
He's judging me, guys.
You would judge too if it happened to you.
He's probably right. Yo, Danny. Hey, it's good to see you, dude. Sorry I missed you last time.
DKS3A.
He's a good guy.
Oh, whew. I was about to be like, I ran out of wet concrete blocks, but then I had 200 more in my pocket. I'm good.
I lost my gyrocopter. I threw it in a random box, apparently. Or worse, I may have dropped it on the floor.
Well, you should go run around and look on the floor everywhere real quick.
I did. It would have been up here. It's the only place I would have dropped it.
I guess it's a good thing that you can build new ones.
Yep. It's not like it's a big deal to make it either. It's just kind of silly. There's the one in here. Barely. Oh, tell me you're doing all right, buddy, please. Oh, the baby's giving you hard times.
Is le bebe.
Le babaloo.
Hey, don't let any French Canadians near the baby.
Pro tip. Oh, there's my gyrocopter.
Oh,
It
they'll
was in
give,
the cell
you know,
chest.
cigarette to the baby. Hon hon.
Wee wee.
Whew! Alright, 6.
You got some work done. Well, I hope you feel better, dude. I'm pretty tired myself. We're gonna be 100% honest here. I mean, I just lost my gyrocopter that I've never ever lost in all the time I've had it, which is 10 plus game hours at least. While you're here, let's do something fun. And then I'll go back to doing some little bits of Forge stuff for a bit there. Technically Canadian. I mean, maybe?
I reckon being technically Canadian is the best kind of Canadian. Just like being technically correct is the best kind of correct.
All right. We rise so fast in water, it doesn't even make sense. Oh, you were born in Canada? I did not know. Wait a minute. I do know, and I'm just bad at keeping things in my brain. Must be all them sleepless nights.
My favorite character class in, or not character class, race in Progress Quest is the Demi-Canadian. That's a silly program. I used to be pretty high level.
Used to be.
I wonder if my character still exists on Ubag. I don't even know what the credentials were to log into it, so I'll never find out. Anyway, you could totally land on this now, dude. I got you a big, big runway up here. Why don't you come over here and land on this?
Okay. About landing anywhere right now. Where'd you stream the FF7 remake demo? Was it on YouTube? Oh goodness. I've been gassy all night.
Anyway, I just say you should come land over here because it's been an hour. I said we'd go for an hour, so we should probably think about wrapping up, and that would be a fun thing to do before you wrap up because it would be cool.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube. I'm gonna go watch you play it. I've already seen someone else play it. I'm kind of interested in the whole thing, really. Oh, actually, that is like the perfect level to go from the house to here.
Yeah, this isn't the actual landing pad. This is where the maze will continue in the shooting gallery. But for now...
Right. As I would expect, I need to move this thing. Yeah, but for now, that is perfect.
But the shooting gallery will wiggle back and forth through here. I'll probably choke it down like one more block.
Yeah, I could see that. 52 minutes. Yeah. What I have seen though, it holds faithful to the old style, and it's great as far as, you know, the new things they want to do in the remake. And it just looks fun to do. And that's what's important, most of all, is it looks like they've expanded on everything, and that makes it fun.
I have just run out of concrete mix to use to upgrade those blocks for the floor back here.
All right, that sounds like prudent timing. Before we go, I was this block for the last Horde night. It broke. And,
Here, hold on. I'll come be a zombie.
Okay.
All right, we'll do a reenactment. Fall down, die.
Yep, there you go. Eliza is starting to tease. Oh boy, yeah. Trying to crawl. Luna is at that. I want to walk. I'm getting really good at it, but sometimes I'm still just gonna crawl kind of situation. So yeah. I remember when Luna was rolling over, and then the next thing she'd want to do is just get up and stand up, and it'd be like, "You're not even crawling. You just went right to standing. What the heck?" Elizibar didn't actually expect me to shoot him.
What are you talking about? I figured you would.
Okay, well, you did say I am a zombie, so I was like, oh, I better get into character. I really like killing zombies.
I like how we've just replaced this floor with concrete and steel out here, piece by piece.
Yeah, I love that. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go up the pit walls with it as well, and like I said, put up a fence. I don't want them to come in all willy-nilly. I want to draw them into the lanes that I had originally dug out after you dug the pit.
Well, I just want to get these blade traps hooked up to power all the time. Then we can just flip a switch in the back, and it'll just turn on. It'd be great.
Oh yeah, that is true. She's having a good old time then. Sorry about that, elizibar. This whole thing, I love everything about it. elizibar's the master engineer. I just get to sit here in it and shoot bullets. We call this thing the Grand Hall. It's in memory of the shooting gallery, which
It's the sequel.
yeah. We'll go take a look at it real quick here.
Okay, I'll leave the bridge here for now.
This was the shooting gallery. As you can see, there weren't really enough blocks to keep it from getting destroyed. It did really well, though. I mean... Oh, jeez. I just crashed the gyrocopter into the pit of the shooting gallery.
I just watched it happen on your stream. Man, should we deconstruct it and get the sand out of the concrete blocks?
I like the monument better.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Plus, just think of the horrors that would inflict on the water over here, which is already messed up enough.
Yeah, the water's finite, and anything we do there could affect the effectiveness of the Grand Hall. So I'm just like, nope, I'm not playing that game. By the way, I saw some cobblestone blocks in there that I had no idea were there. That there was still cobble in that thing, and I was like, oh, no wonder why it fell.
Some of the really low blocks were cobble, yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And there's some stuff on the side that I added on at the last second to get out to where I had the turrets that was made out of cobble.
Right.
Ooh, I need to melt down more steel in this thing.
I'm gonna go stand up on the roof and look off into the sky. Oh, Digi, that sounds terrible. And wow, Danny's got 2 months left and he gets his bachelor's degree. Jeez.
People are moving on up.
Yep. Well, life is happening, really, is what we should say.
No, people are moving on up.
We can't wait for it to happen. Oh, okay.
To that deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side. You finally got a piece of the pie, Six.
It was your piece of the pie.
It's okay, I got enough pie to go around.
Hey, it's better to mid-30s than anything else. I'm in my 30s, so I'm just gonna 30s are the best, and everything else is not. I'm just waiting for someone to be like, that's controversial and mean.
You're getting banned off of Twitch for saying that. Yeah.
Ageists. I know. It's so good. It's the best. Yes. I believe it is 3 years older than me.
You have not been tending these forges, Six.
I didn't touch them when I came back. No, I emptied my inventory, and then we said we were gonna end, and then you're like, "Come over here."
Well, and you're also talking to people. I don't want to be that rude guy.
That's true. Yep.
Hold on.
It's super uncommon, and it's super awesome.
Alright, well, I think I'm done tending to forges and stuff like that, so if you're done with your chatting, then we can end this. If not, I mean, we can... I can just, like, end the server and you can just, like, chat over the internet with word sounds.
No, I'm gonna look for someone to host real quick. And I'm gonna cry when I don't know anybody, because that's just the guy I am. And,
Phantom just, like, fell out of my lap.
Thank you guys for coming
Graceful.
and hanging out. I'm gonna go have fever dreams
Ooh,
and sleep.
the best
Yeah,
kind.
he does have a Discord. You should probably. Oh, not a personal Discord, but he does have a Discord account. I know. I've talked to him there. You can join Elizibar's. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we were
I, don't-
all in Lizabar.
I guess I'll log on Skype. Wow, Digi. Wow, I'm leaving. I'm very sad now.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Anyway, you all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, Facebook, Minds, Tweet, Gab, whatever else there is. I'm probably on it. And Six doesn't use his Twitter. So you all take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. And bye-bye.
Bye bye. And Six doesn't use his Twitter.
It's true.